Well, a very good Monday morning to you, if there is such a thing. Hopefully, at least you're starting out on the right note, the right foot forward. Joining us here, your News 2 crew. Looking at your satellite and radar, largely dry, but yes, we are tracking a few heavy showers and storms, especially in the Martinsville area. The storm is kind of split in half. Looks like the southern half now moving towards Eden. That could cause some issues for those of you heading out the door early this morning. Down the south, we were tracking a few, really just 3 heavy cells moving through Forsyth into Stokes, also starting to get into Rockingham County. But for the most part, these are falling apart. We'll see if they get in the Greensboro area, but I think our rainfall dome, or lack thereof, that is going to hold strong here in Guilford County. Now, of course, down to the south, a lot of eyes on Tropical Depression 2. As of the latest update, winds at 35 miles per hour. So it is a high-end tropical depression, likely will become Tropical Storm Bertha by the end of the day, if not really by the end of the morning, maybe even by the end of the show. We'll see about that next update that comes in about 2 hours at 8 o'clock. Again, that latest advisory at 5 a.m. It is moving northwest at 3 miles per hour. So pretty much at a crawl. How I'm walking right now, that's about as fast as it's moving. It's going to continue to jog off to the west here, staying away from the Triad. Let me be very clear here. We're not going to see any direct impacts from future Bertha here in the News 2 area. But here's a little bit of an interesting tidbit. As the system continues off to the west, it is going to fling some tropical moisture to the north. We're going to have a strong cold front move through around the same time, Tuesday, Wednesday, into our Thursday. Really, Wednesday into our Thursday is what we want to keep a close eye on, because that's when the front really moves into the I-40 corridor, and that's where we could see some potentially very heavy rainfall and even a low-end severe threat. I don't think we're going to see a widespread tornado outbreak or anything like that, but I think all modes of severe weather, they are on the table right now. Mainly going to be a gusty wind and especially heavy rain threat, but still want to keep everything on the table as it stands right now. Look at this front, though. It's going to stall just to our south. How far south it stalls, that's going to be key to the forecast. If it stalls much farther south than expected, we're going to end up dry and pretty cool towards the back half of the week. If it stalls farther to the north, we're going to stay on the wet side through the remainder of the work week, possibly into much of this weekend. So again, where the position of that front ends up over the next couple of days, that is critical to the forecast. Pretty much regardless of what happens, though, it looks a lot cooler towards the back half of the week into the weekend. Folks, I'm talking about maybe even mid-70s for highs for some of us. Now, we'll see about that, but overall, it does look like a major pattern change moves in on Wednesday, which is going to be a weather impact alert day. Remember, an overall pretty low severe threat, all modes of severe weather on the table, but I'm more focusing in on the heavy rain threat that could lead some flash flooding. Looking deeper in your 7-day forecast, again, highs may struggle to get above 80 degrees Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this classic summertime pattern, it's running out of real estate.